All right, hello everybody. We are live quite a bit earlier than usual. It's been really difficult for me to get streams in, so I figured a early stream might be a move here. Um, as for what we're gonna be doing, I do have some company champions I've been working on. I'll show those guys off in just a minute, and we'll probably just pick one of those guys and get going. However, really unfortunate timing here. I do have something that just came up on my phone that I need to take care of. So let's just bear with me for a second. I am still here. Just need to do a bit of work, but um, this guy is. I mean, he's not done, but he's starting to get there. But and then these guys are all in about the same state. They're the yellow, Star and the reds. But I still have all like the metallics, all the whites, all that stuff too. Quite a bit of freehand. We'll probably just pick one of these guys and we'll just see if we can't finish him this stream. All right, let me just set a quick timer for myself. Sorry about all of this. Really should have done this before stream, but my morning was a little hectic. So, all right, I don't really, well, I don't really care which one we do, but I think I will just do this guy because he is a very evocative pose, a classic knightly look. So I think we'll probably just go for him. Why not? I feel like that's what people will pick either way. Let me grab some reds. Let me start highlighting that. Over that base coat, if anyone is curious, that base coat is going to be this extra opaque game color heavy red. I'm actually very partial to this paint myself, mixed with some black and purple. I would say like 50% this, 25% black, 25% purple. So now we're just going to reestablish this and we'll highlight up with game color bloody red at the end. Really do love the visual contrast that sort of purple gives the nice bright red on top. try and make sure to leave a little bit of that more dark, desaturated color in the recesses. I do want to add maybe a little bit of extra freehand interest, like some nice visual interest. Oh, you know what? I just realized I don't think you guys have your music. Is that right? Hold on. Did I mess something up? Uh, yeah, I don't think you guys are hearing the little playlist I played for you. I'm playing for you, so let me just fix that. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that, guys. I might just do a stripe, even though it's a little boring. I did do a full-on, like, Maltese cross on this guy over here. So I might just do, like, a stripe or something. I may just do a second cross. Can't have too many, right? Is Templars after all. Let's do, like... Let's do, like, a thin stripe across. Maybe, like, at the eye level, we do, like... Sort of like this more sort of geometric cross decal. I've done it on some of my models, like the like the ballistas. Well, this is so small it might not really read too well, but we'll see. A little bit weird, but what do you guys think of that? I don't hate it. I don't even hate it, to be honest. You know what? I might even zoom the picture all the way up for you guys, so it's like right by my hands. I am seeing that it's kind of far away. So, you know, let's even give you guys a little bit more. Let's bring the camera a little bit more over here. I'm gonna move my whole setup a little bit, and we're going to. How good is the zoom here? Yeah, zooming too much in is definitely not the move. But even like that, I think is quite good. You can see some really nice close-ups. Okay. Now again, mixing some of this bloody red, and we're gonna keep highlighting up. Yeah, this paint likes to clog, unfortunately. Let me just clear it up real quick. I have this little needle I just use off to the side. It's a little bit wider gauge, which helps. Let me grab some shop. And wipe off some of the excess paint. Seeing it's kind of thick, so I'm just gonna water it down some. Just testing consistency on the back of my thumb. I think that's quite good, so that's what we're gonna highlight up. Sorry, my voice is going out a little bit here. That's what we're gonna highlight up with. One second, let me just go clear my throat real quick, guys. All right, there. Let me. Yeah, let's just finish off the reds and do one final highlight. Oh wait, am I? What? Oh man, sorry guys. I think my camera froze. Oh, that's really bad. Oh man, I'm super sorry guys. I think it might be this cable. Might need to look for a new lightning cable, but all right. Let's try plugging in, plugging out, plugging it back in. No? What? Oh, jeez, guys. Wow, okay, I guess camera just doesn't want to work. That's very bizarre. Sorry about this. I have no clue why this isn't working. Besides, maybe I need to uninstall or restart OBS, which would kind of suck to do right now. Let me try one last thing before I have to restart the stream. I have that cable, but it's not long enough. I'm looking if I have another USB-C cable. Probably have one upstairs. Give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Right, I am back. However, I probably will need to have to. I'll unplug it and plug it back in one last time. I'll even change the port. And we'll see if this does anything, and if not, we're going to have to restart the stream. Sorry about that. Yeah, unfortunately, this looks like an OBS issue. One second, guys. We will be right back, probably with a new stream. All right. I believe we're back, right? Should be back. Should be back. Let me double check. For whatever reason, apparently a new cable did somehow solve all my issues, which I don't even did some. Okay, yeah, we are good. We are good, guys. Okay, thanks for bearing with me here, as we can return subject at hand. We went in real bright with these reds. I'm kind of digging it. I do quite like the way it looks. So next thing on the agenda would be, I'd say, doing all the bone colored stuff. Just one moment here. All right. So I did opt for red tabards instead on this guy, but we still have quite a bit of bone detail to do. All the little purity seals and that kind of thing. Addressed how difficult getting to that little center bit's actually going to be. Do we do the skull in gold or? No, I think we'll do it in gold. I don't think we're gonna do that in bone color, but we are gonna do this little crux terminos thing on his shoulder. surprisingly little bone stuff to do on a Templar. Kind of this. Oh, I forgot to. Knew I was missing something. This little shoulder thing. Sorry to be working on something not previous, but I realized that I this is a bit of an experiment. I do prefer these being in a white color rather than a gold, so I'm just quickly gonna go over and basically over this guy and redo that on my own time. I'm also just doing that right now so I don't forget. This bloody red color always has like a glossy finish. I don't know why. Maybe you are supposed to use it for blood, but I don't know. I think we're looking pretty good so far. Just because the image quality different from this other. I doubt. I'm just probably setting my settings. Let's do all defaults and then bring that down. There we go. That's better. Alright, time to do what are leathers. I did pick up this really nice looking dark umber color from Monument as I try and build up my pro acrylic collection. I mainly got this because I thought it would be a lot better for non-metallic metal than my current offerings, but it's also just like a nice looking color. Nice looking dark brown that I think is going to work well with my usual go-to mid-tone of saddle brown. Let's see if I can't give the stream a quick boost on my end. Alright, and then up from there, we're gonna add in some saddle brown. What are you paying? I'm really sorry to hear that. I'm doing a one of the company heroes. This is like the company champion, I believe. Let me also check one thing. I'm really sorry to hear that you're having some issues there, Warden. So there's like a fuzziness. Am I wrong? Yeah, there was. Can't bit my wife. We're home already, but annoying. Oh man. Jeez. Are you guys home or are you still on the trip? I would have assumed you're still on paintball stuff, but I don't really know how long those things go for. Actually, no, because you left pretty early last week, so I guess that's probably already over, right? Probably like into the weekend sort of deal. Got home Sunday. Have from paintball against stream after I played today. All right. Either way, my condolences. Never good to have to go to the ER. I've only been there once in my life, and that was like relatively recently. Before that, I've been lucky as not to ever been admitted into a hospital before. Okay. And usually I try and get some more texture, which I now see I didn't really do a good job of. So I'm going to bring some of that darker umber color in. And I'm going to blend it by stippling and maybe get some of the texture. If we need, we'll just add in the rest of that texture in the next highlight stage. Might actually stream till then, since I get mad when I paint off stream. I've been in the ER more times than I can count. That's not good. I gotta do a 40k game at like 2 p.m. Nice. In person or on TTS? I know you and your wife do those narrative things, but recently it sounds like you've been getting into tabletop sim, which is very cool. I also saw Gino gave you a bunch of Zerkers. Not gave you, obviously. Pretty sure he sold them to you, but you have a nice big horde on your hands there. Yeah. Yeah, Gino do be angry like that. I purchased them. Okay, TTS. Sounds good. Yeah, but you have like a big horde of Zerkers in your actual army, I assume. Because it looked like a lot. I'm using the synthetic for the whole project, and it's not bad, but for whatever reason, I've been struggling to get like texture in my highlights with it. Like, it's a lot more smooth than like the really sharp bristles of like a sable hair. weather's looking pretty solid. Uh, Zerker Warband is on the menu. I think I have 70 Zerkers in total. Most recent short looks good. I think we're about ready to start on. Yeah, I need to learn the 11th edition rules because I'm like, this might be the first 40k edition where I'm not like right on it, right? Like I know what I'm doing. I know all the rules. I'm like gonna get into in a big way. I'm really liking Old World, honestly. I'm not too thrilled about going back to 40k. Like the customization is nice. It's cool. Like mix and match attachments. Like you can do very like thematic lists potentially. But I don't really even know what I'm gonna do for my Templars. Chaos are easy, but my Templars look kind of rough, if I'm being honest. I'll learn later. I mean, you probably don't have it too bad, right? I mean, you've learned, or you've been learning 10th. It's not like you're dealing with like a full reset, right? I think the big thing is just like the mission decks and all of that. A bunch of stuff like we still don't know. It's all like, oh, wait and see how it is on the app. You can't even like properly sit down and read a bunch of the rules yet. Because like all those mission deck things are not in the rule books. They're in the app that's not out. That's not updated yet. I am gonna be playing in an event though, so we'll see how that goes. I still haven't made my list or anything. It's only a 1,000 point event, so it's not anything like insane. I'll just use this tiny guy for all my little metallics. Because I have a slightly bigger one that I can't find. want to leave that a little bit black, but I'll have to come in and clean that up later. Oh yeah, there's these little forehead, skull. Right, there we go. That's really annoying. I probably shouldn't be making fucking weird noises into the mic. Alright, let me grab some silver. Try to use up the last of my old army painted metallics. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he has a chest aquila. That's like impossible to get now. and then just some of the back fence, and then I think we're good. Alright, let's do a slightly brighter gold. Highlight. Do one final highlight on the gold. unless I'm mistaken, I think we have 2 purity seals to paint, a full layer of highlights on the black, and the base. I think we're done. So that's gonna be fun to do. Right, let me get one of my nicer brushes, and then we will start highlighting. I think we're just gonna need one layer. No reason to go too crazy with all this. Just one layer of edge highlights over the whole thing. Do you know what I totally need though? I need some black line now. There's a couple places I need to clean up first. Because I did my final layer of gold, I got a little bit of black up on his gorget, and I got very early on some black on the base holding up this iron halo that I wanted to stay. I got some gold on there and I want to stay black. Anyway, now that that's all handled, let's get ourselves a nice edge highlight consistency, and let's just get to work. All right. Edge highlights are done. Ooh, my back. Let us. Take some of those leather tones, mix in a bunch of orange, and we will get our the shade for our base. Or just the first base coat rather. brushed up against the mic there. Apologies. Alright, clean off the sable hair and put it back in its container. Put it in the base to dry. I may just end off the stream shortly here and do the rest of the stuff like the decal and all that off stream, and then just post a YouTube short, which you guys are gonna be able to watch tomorrow. All right, have a good one, everybody.